cash, look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit out that jaw jackery. Don't even me that, I don't want none of it. It's
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll buy some time right. Open here, Adam Thielen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Lucky 56.
Out of his end zone, here's Vick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Carter. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. That's Samuel, caught left side. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Vick now, throw right side, caught by Davis. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Gun! 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 Gun!
And they'll run it here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. First down, Carter. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
But no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
No, check, Patriot.
They just get the play off. Now Vick. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. Had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
He'll look to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They run with Logan. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's third down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Detroit! Switch!
On third down, Vic. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shit. Watch the shit. Gun. Detroit. Check. Watch the 4.
Vic operating on first down. And that's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
4 down. Check. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Vic to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now out comes Minnesota. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Leopard! Leopard!
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They pitch it out to Cook. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Carolina getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll run on 1st down. Carter. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beat. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Throwing, Vic. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's second down. Vic on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Second down, Vic. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Leopard! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
From the gun, Vick finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Leopard! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Vick now from the 50. Being chased out left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, Carter. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 1st down, Carter. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Carter. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a give, right side. Carter. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Carter. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. That boy's got 4 down. Watch 88. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On second down now, Carter. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On third down, it's Carter, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Gone! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And that is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he fires one incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And now running right through it. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So here's Vick following the interception. Steps away. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to strike for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On first down, Carter, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carter. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, it's Carter, and he's going to be met at about the 43. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Michael Vick. And no, it's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Detroit!
They'll keep it on the ground. Carter. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Vic's going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are, looking at 2-0 right now. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there.